Hello everyone, let's talk about swill feeding.
Do you know what swill feeding is? Let us enlighten you.
I have been wondering, what is swill feeding?
Swill feeding is known as the traditional name of feeding food scraps to the pigs. Other than that, it is known as the prohibited pig feed, which is also known as illegal feed to feed the pigs. It also can contain viruses which causes diseases.
Common diseases that can be caused by swill feeding are African swine fever, salmonellosis, toxoplasmosis, foot and mouth disease, and bovine spongiform encephalopathy.
Several outbreaks have happened in the past. African swine fever in Netherlands and Kenya, foot and mouth disease in the United Kingdom, and classical swine fever in Germany.
In Sarawak, Malaysia, African swine fever cases were reported, and the Department of Veterinary Services and Food Industry Malaysia had decided to come up with strategies such as prohibition on providing food waste or kitchen waste to the pigs. Example of swill feeding will be any food cooked with, or that has been in contact with meat products or meat byproducts. Let me show the examples of swill feeding in detail with images.
It can be the pies, sausage rolls, bacon, cheese rolls, pizza, and deli meats. It can also be the household, commercial or industrial waste, including the restaurant waste, food and discarded cooking oils. Last but not the least, it can also be anything that has been in contact with prohibited pig feed through collection, storage or transport in contaminated containers such as meat trays and food containers.
As you all know by now, swill feeding will cause disease outbreaks.
However, there are discussions about allowing swill feeding again because
it is a more sustainable method. It causes lower environment impact.
And it's cheaper than proper feed.
People don't realize that there are still many uncontrollable factors that can happen if we allow swill feeding again.
The food waste might be insufficiently heated.
Contamination by slaughterhouse waste can happen.
Some pathogens cannot be killed by heat treatment alone.
Also, the risk of cross-contamination.
What should be the responsibilities of the pig owners or food suppliers? They must not feed prohibited pig feed to pig or allow pig to access it, as well as they should dispose food that contain meat or that had contact with meat. To ensure you don't accidentally feed or expose them to chemicals, you should obtain vendor declaration from feed supplier or feed ingredient supplier. Moreover, business that supply prohibited feed must be prosecuted.
This is why swill feeding should be banned. It brings health risks and causes harm to animals. Thank you for watching.